All right, Joey, do we have the high sign? No.
Madam Chair, we're ready.
Yes, we're ready?
We
Okay.
are ready.
All right. Well, we are opening up the Professional Services Committee meeting for July 8th, 2021. Myra, would you please do a roll call for us, please?
I will. Good afternoon, everyone. Jack Shea,
Here.
Corey O'Connor,
Here.
Dr. Gilliam,
Present.
Sylvia,
Here. All right. We're all here. Thank you. All right. Next, we have information items. I'm not sure if we have any.
Madam Chair, we have no information items today, only action items.
Thank you so much. And we do have 3 action items today, starting with item A, a motion to recommend modification of service authorization 289 for CDM Smith to continue as program director to assist ALCOSAN in the implementation of the Clean Water Plan for an amount not to exceed $9,882,300. All righty, Orletta.
Madam Chair, pretty much as you have read, and the backup memo that the committee has provides additional support information. The short story, CDM Smith has been the program director for our Clean Water Plan programming since 2016. They were issued a 3-year contract with 2 individual 1-year extensions. We are now at the conclusion of that period. I am recommending to the committee to then be recommended to the board that we reauthorize them for an additional 3-year period with then again 2 separate potential 1-year extensions. Nobody can talk about what they're going to do better than the Director of Engineering and Construction. Kim, take it away.
Thank you, Arletta. Following up on what Arletta said, CDM Smith has been serving as our program director, and in 2020, when the consent decree was entered, sort of transitioned into the role of supporting the implementation phase beyond what they did during the planning phase and negotiation phase. But nonetheless, it is incredibly important that we have consistency and we continue to communicate effectively and have a look ahead of what's expected of us in the both short and long term. In addition to the regulatory component, they help us with H&H modeling, which has been important and continues to be important when we start to implement our projects, improve the effectiveness, and also water quality modeling to show the effectiveness of our projects. And then last but not least, the flow monitoring, to be able to identify with science and data where our wet spots are and help us work with our customers to dry those areas up to the best of our ability. So all of that, all of those scope items fall under the program director role.
Okay.
Thank you,
well,
Kim.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that too. Because it is so critical that we have some way of identifying when we are drying up. You know, people are often critical and saying, oh yeah, really, what are you guys really doing? And this is the kind of stuff we need in order to back it up, the data that we need to prove that we're actually doing the things that we say we're doing. So
Well said, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Oh, okay. All right. If there are no questions or comments, I'd ask for a motion and a second to approve.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, the motion carries. Item B is a motion to recommend modification of service authorization 314 for Keystone Acquisition Services. under the agreement for engineering consultant services for an additional 1 year, no cost extension of services to continue the work associated with property and right-of-way acquisition services. Arletta?
Madam Chair, this item and the next item are just about identical. The committee will recall that when we initially recognized the need for support in terms of property that would need to be acquired to implement the Clean Water Plan, we recognized that this would be a massive effort considering the scale, just the overall extent of our surface area and what would need to be addressed. So we segmented the service into 2 separate contracts, again, providing the same service for different sections of the surface area. So this first one for Keystone is specific to acquisitions along the Ohio and the Mon. The next one, I might as well address it while we're addressing this. We'll deal with the Allegheny. You can see from the authorization request as it's written that there's no money associated with extension of these contracts. We just haven't progressed as far as we had anticipated with the program, but we are at that point right now. As the board is well aware, property acquisition is a hot topic for us. Both of these service providers have worked well. Looking forward to them having more work to do, because the more work they have to do, the more progress we are making. Kim, if you would like to add to, please.
I think you covered about everything. We've been very happy with the services that we've been provided in the first 3 years. And to Arletta's point, we're looking forward to them getting busier because that's good news for us.
That's good. That's good. Any questions or comments, folks? All right. And hearing none, then I'll take a motion to approve in a second.
So moved.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Let me go back up to okay. Item C is a motion to recommend modification of service authorization 316 for Hannah Langholz Wilson Ellis under the agreement for engineering consultant services for an additional 1 year, no cost extension of services to continue their work associated with property and right-of-way acquisition services, which kind of speaks for itself. But okay, Arletta, take it away.
Motion?
Oh, you just, now I wanted to see if you had anything else to add to it. I think
So
it's pretty
moved.
explanatory. There we
No
go.
cost extensions are the kind I like, so.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So, okay, that's the second. I was going to say, I can't imagine anybody having a disagreement with extensions with no cost associated. All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion carries. And from what I can see, I don't have any new business on the list here. So, Arletta, am I correct?
That is correct.
Alrighty.
I would, just for the record, I would want to clarify that the committee is the chairperson, Mrs. Wilson, members, Mr. Shea, Mr. O'Connor.
Oh, okay. I should have messed up on the second.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Dr. G is the alternate. She is
Okay.
not a voting member, because
Gotcha.
then we would have 4 members
That's
voting.
true. That's
And
true.
we're
That's
not going to have that, are we, Max?
Okay.
Okay,
No.
good.
Okay, then let's go back to C, because when we need Jack to second that in the motion. Because I took Dr. G.
Yeah.
I took
take
Shanna
me out.
as the second. So please, Jack, could you be the second of that motion?
Yes.
I already heard your vote. I heard Corey, I heard myself, and
I'll
I
be
heard Jack.
yeah.
So We have the right amount of votes, though. We do. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Just to make it correct, we have Jack as the second to that motion.
All right.
Excellent.
All righty. Are we okay now, Arletta?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All righty. Sure. All right, then, actually, it's our next meeting isn't until September. We'll be back in person anyway, right?
will.
Unless we need to be virtual for some reason.
Correct.
All righty. All right. All right, everybody. Have a good rest of the day. Looks like the rain has cleared up. You might have a good evening, a nice sunny evening. So enjoy yourselves later and be safe, everybody, as usual.
Thank you.